Heroes don't always wear uniforms. Sometimes they wear fur. On a night when fire devoured a home, one German shepherd risked everything to save the people he loved most. His name was Blaze, and his courage burned brighter than the flames themselves. This is his story. The Johnsons were an ordinary family in a small town. Mark and Sarah Johnson had one daughter, Lily, just 10 years old. And by her side always was Blaze, a 4-year-old German shepherd with a fearless heart and a gentle spirit. Blaze wasn't just a pet. He was Lily's shadow, her playmate, and her guardian. Every night, he'd curl at the foot of her bed, ears half alert, eyes closing only after she drifted to sleep. He was watchful, loyal, the kind of dog you could trust with your life. And as fate would have it, that's exactly what they would need. Just after midnight, when the house was silent, a tiny spark jumped from a frayed wire behind the refrigerator. Within seconds, the kitchen curtains caught fire. At first, it was quiet, smoke curling unseen down the hall. The smoke alarm stayed silent. The Johnsons slept soundly, unaware. But Blaze wasn't asleep. His nose twitched, his ears perked. He lifted his head, muscles tense. Something was wrong. He could smell danger before anyone else could see it. Blaze shot down the hall, barking in a tone the family had never heard before. Sharp, urgent, unrelenting. He clawed at Lily's door until she woke in a haze of smoke. Startled and frightened, she screamed for her parents. Mark and Sarah stumbled awake to the sound and to the sight of the thickening haze. But Blaze wasn't panicked. He darted between rooms, barking, circling, driving them forward, as if he knew the clock was ticking. The fire moved fast. By the time they reached the hallway, the kitchen was an inferno. Heat pressed against the walls, smoke curled up the walls. Blaze barked furiously, guiding them toward the front door. But just as they reached safety, he stopped. And then he turned back into the flames. Sarah screamed his name, begging him to return. For a moment, Blaze disappeared in the choking dark. What could he be doing? Why would he risk it all? Then, through the black haze, a shape emerged. Blaze, soot-covered, coughing, eyes stinging, trotted out of the fire. And clutched in his jaws was Lily's favorite stuffed bunny, singed but safe. To anyone else, it was just a toy. But to Lily, it was a piece of her courage. Blaze hadn't just saved lives, he had saved hope. The Johnsons collapsed on the lawn, gasping for air. Lily clung to her bunny, then threw her arms around Blaze's neck. He panted heavily. Ash streaked across his fur, but his tail wagged faintly, as if to say, "It's okay. You're safe now." Minutes later, firefighters arrived. But the true rescue had already been done by a 4-legged hero who never hesitated. The fire took their kitchen, their belongings, their sense of safety, but it couldn't take what mattered most. Every heartbeat in that house survived, thanks to Blaze. When asked what happened, Sarah said it best. The smoke alarm failed us. Blaze didn't. And that one night, a loyal dog became a legend, carrying his family not just through the flames, but into a future they might never have seen without him. If Blaze's story touched you, imagine how many other dogs stand guard for their families right now. Subscribe to German Shepherd Diaries for more amazing canine stories, and share this video to honor Blaze, the dog whose courage burned brighter than fire.